Today, we're going to tear apart a masterclass in cyber deception. We're breaking down how attackers use these incredible layers of digital camouflage, turning a single, simple email into a weapon that can steal your entire digital life, all while staying completely invisible.
Okay, let's dive right in. Now, to really get how sophisticated this whole thing is, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to work backwards. We'll start at the very end, the actual heist, and then trace every single step back to the beginning to see exactly how these criminals pulled it off.
So what's the end game here? The whole point of this incredibly complex operation is to install one specific piece of malware called PureLog Stealer. This is it. This is the reason for all the digital smoke and mirrors we're about to uncover.
So what is an information stealer anyway? Well, this isn't some loud virus that crashes your computer and makes a big scene. No, it's way more sinister. Think of it like a silent digital burglar. It's not there to break things, it's designed to sneak in, quietly copy the keys to your entire digital kingdom, and then just send them back to its masters without you ever knowing it was there.
And just look at what this thing is after. I mean, the sheer scope is wild. We're not just talking about stealing one password, this is a total digital shakedown. It's going after your saved browser logins, your crypto wallets, even the credentials you use to log into your company's VPN. It is literally designed to take everything.
So the big question is, how does a piece of malware this dangerous even get onto a computer in the first place? Well, it all starts with something that seems totally ordinary, something you and I see every single day, a targeted phishing email.
And listen, this isn't just random spam. These attackers, they do their homework. They specifically target people in manufacturing and government, places where an email about a purchase order would look completely normal. They make it look legit, tricking some busy employee into clicking the attachment, and that one click is the key that unlocks the whole door. Now, once that file is opened, the malware doesn't just pop up and start stealing stuff. Oh no, that'd be way too obvious. Instead, it kicks off this incredibly sophisticated four-stage evasion pipeline. The whole thing is designed to run in the shadows, to be completely invisible to most security software. This right here shows you the layers of deception perfectly. You've got stage 1 where the code is hidden, then stage 2 smuggles in the next part of the malware inside an image file, and then stages 3 and 4 injected directly into trusted system processes. See? Every single step is designed to sneak past a different layer of security.
So in stage 1, that initial script is just a jumbled mess. It uses these really clever tricks, like splitting its code into hundreds of tiny little pieces and then reassembling them only at the very last second before it runs. This means most antivirus programs scan it and just see a bunch of harmless gibberish.
Okay, stage 2 is where things get really, really clever. The script downloads what looks like a totally harmless PNG image from a public website. But this image is a Trojan horse. It uses a technique called steganography, where it literally hides the next piece of malicious code inside the pixels of the image itself. To any security system watching the network, it just looks like you're downloading a picture. It's brilliant.
Right, so after loading a sneaky library in stage 3, the malware pulls off its ultimate vanishing act in stage 4. It uses a technique called process hollowing. It finds a legitimate, trusted Windows program that's already running, hollows it out like a pumpkin, and injects its own malicious code inside. It's now wearing the digital skin of a program your computer trusts, making it almost impossible to spot. And as if all that wasn't enough, these attackers also found a brand new way to get the highest possible level of permissions on a computer. And to do it, they don't just trick the software, they trick the most vulnerable part of any system, you, the user. This part is just insidious because it plays on our habits, on muscle memory. The malware just waits patiently for you to open a program that you know needs admin rights. The second you do, it hijacks that moment and triggers its own request. So you see the security pop-up you were expecting to see, you click yes without a second thought, and bam, you've just handed the attacker the keys to the entire kingdom. So who in the world is behind an attack this complex? Well, the evidence points to something bigger than just a single crew. It actually suggests a kind of shared criminal infrastructure. You see, this attack uses what's known in the security world as a commodity loader. The best way to think about it is like a universal delivery service for criminals, or a master key that fits a lot of different doors. Different criminal groups can buy or share this sophisticated four-stage pipeline to deliver their own special brand of malware. And here's the proof.
Researchers have seen this exact same delivery method, the steganography, the process holoing, all of it, used to deliver a whole menu of different malicious programs, like DC-RAT and Remcos RAT. This pretty much confirms it's not a one-off tool, but part of a much bigger, thriving criminal ecosystem.
Okay, so understanding how this attack works is absolutely the most critical first step to defending against it. So what are the real takeaways here? How do you stay safe when the threats are this sneaky?
All right, on the technical side, the main defense is to use modern security tools that aren't just looking for known viruses, but are actively hunting for suspicious techniques. These are usually called endpoint detection and response, or EDR tools. They're specifically designed to spot things like that process hollowing we just talked about.
But let's break down what that really means for us. Traditional antivirus is like a security guard who only has a photo album of known criminals. If a new bad guy shows up, they might walk right by. Modern defense has to watch for suspicious behavior. It needs to be the guard that says, hey, why is the mailroom guy suddenly trying to access the CEO's computer? It's all about spotting activity that just doesn't feel right.
But technology is only ever half the battle. Real, effective security always comes back to that initial entry point, the email inbox. This means, using strong email filters, but more importantly, it means every single one of us has to treat unexpected attachments with a healthy dose of suspicion. Ultimately, this whole attack, with all its layers, is just a powerful reminder that in our digital world, things are very rarely what they seem. It proves that even something as innocent as an image file can be turned into a weapon, and it forces us all to ask a really tough question. When anything and everything can be a disguise, what can we actually trust?